Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, there were two men from Bani Israel. One of them, he was committed upon worship. He was a worshipper. He would worship Allah Azza wa Jal day and night. And the other man was a sinner. So every time the worshipper would walk past the sinner, he would say to him, Aqsir, stop committing sins. He would warn him, he would remind him of Allah, and he would condemn this person's sins. And he'd always do this until one day the sinner said to the worshipper, leave me alone. What I do is between me and my Lord. Have you been sent as a guardian and a watcher over me? This is what he said. So the worshipper, he got angry. He said to him, by Allah, that Allah would never ever forgive you and He would never admit you into the paradise. He said words like this. So they died, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala resurrected them. And He said to the worshipper, did you have knowledge of me? In other words, where did you get these words from? How did you dare take an oath on behalf of Allah Azza wa Jal that Allah will not forgive such a person? And then Allah Azza wa Jal, He said to him, oh, did you have the ability to do what I do? Meaning, did you have the ability to put this person in the hellfire or admit him into the paradise? Was this in your ability? Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala judged, and He said to the sinner, go to the paradise, I have forgiven you. And He said to the worshipper, He said to the angels, take him to the hellfire. Allahu Akbar. Look at this person. This is a worshipper that ended up being thrown in Jahannam because of a word he said. And that is that he said to a sinner, Allah will never forgive you. And this is the word that a person is supposed to be careful of. Why? Because when a person looks at a sinner and says to him, Allah will never forgive you, then that can only stem and come out of arrogance and ego and self-righteousness. Such a person, he said this word out of arrogance, and he thought he's a worshipper and that he can speak on behalf of Allah. Therefore, we need to be careful, my brothers and sisters in Islam, not to speak such words. A serious hadith that teaches us the importance of preserving our tongues and being very careful of what we speak.